Well, the rain has started to fall again at half-time, which may take its toll on the surface. But Manchester City haven't failed to score in their last 15 matches. The last time they were involved in a 0-0 was against Northampton a couple of months ago. But the longer it goes on like this, the more real prospect extra time and then penalties becomes. Penalties have never been used to settle this division. But then they haven't been used to settle the first division until last year either.
So the rain's coming down rather heavy now, Rob. Mind you, the players won't mind that. It's just defenders have to be a little bit careful, keep their eye on the ball. Nice greasy surface, and what we want is an early goal.
So either of these teams could be 45 minutes away from a place in the first division next season. A single goal has been enough to settle this particular contest in the last 2 years, bringing victories for Crewe and for Grimsby. But who can strike first here today? Smith and Hessenthaler for Gillingham get the second half underway. Butters makes contact with the head of Andy Morrison. Galloway merges with it and finds Asaba. Smith has joined the attack as he does so well. It's Paul Smith, goes down right on the edge of the area from Edgehill's challenge, but the referee unconvinced by his fall.
Well, I was unconvinced as well. I don't think it's a penalty. Good break though from Smith. Edgehill gets in. Does he make contact with the ball, or is the ball going too far away? Who gets to the ball first? I think Edgehill gets to the ball and hits it off Smith.
Well, they are a danger when their midfielders break, and they've been looking throughout this contest for the likes of Smith and Hessenthaler and Galloway to support the strong front two of Taylor and Asaba. And we'll see more and more of that in this second half. Of more immediate concern to Gillingham is the fact that Barry Ashby appears to have taken a blow to the face.
Yeah, it was Sean Gota. Aerial challenge, again elbows and arms are up there. You see clearly in a bit of trouble. I don't think Gota's in trouble. I think it was just a 50-50. I think he catches it right on his nose. And you see Gota, Ashby, big tower in centre half, and this is hand that catches him right on the nose, bridge of the nose.
Barry Ashby, an FA Youth Cup winner with Watford 10 years ago against Manchester City. Maybe feeling a little groggy, but soldiers on.
He's been a tough competitor this afternoon. Fortunate with the penalty decision. Apart from that, he's been winning these battles in the air, keeping, he's giving Dickoff a bit of stick. Still looks a little bit shaken up by that challenge.
Well, he's a tough, competitive type. Ashby's himself picked up 2 red cards during the course of this season. Taylor gives the ball back to Weaver. Gota looking to help it on.
I think as this game goes on, Rob, I think we're going to get midfield players taking more and more of a gamble, getting forward, looking for a little knockdown off the front players.
And Gillingham look to have switched their wing-backs. Patterson has drifted over to the left in this second half, and Southall has gone out to the right. Lock. Here's Gota.
Just wonder, you're talking about the switch there, Rob, is Patterson maybe? Tony Pulis feels that Patterson on the left-hand side is more of a defender against Little Cook.
Southall's throw. Here's Asaba. Cleared by Morrison. And Patterson is there ahead of Dickoff. This is Pennock.
And just like the first half, I think Gillingham have started slightly the better to start their second half.
Tony Pulis' team didn't have a particularly good start to the season. They won only one of their first 8 league matches. They went on a great run from September to January when they were unbeaten in 17, and that really lifted them up amongst the playoff contenders.
And who ended it? Manchester City.
They themselves had a great run in the run-in, beaten just twice in their last 24 matches. They too were off the pace in December when they were lying 12th after their defeat at York, and 1 or 2 grumbles had started. But since then they've adapted to life in the second division. Can they though get out at the first attempt? Joe Royle knows that the longer you are in this division, the more difficult it becomes to get out. Here's Horlock. Southall with the throw. The rain has become torrential.
You just get the feeling, Rob, you know, the pitch getting damper and damper. One little half chance, who can take it? Is heading to Division 1.
Well, despite the sunshine that we had yesterday for Scunthorpe's victory in the 3rd Division playoff final, there was quite a storm in the immediate aftermath of that game, so the pitchers had to already take a fair battering from the rain before today's downpours. Here's Horlock. Patterson. Brown to Horlock. Just beyond Michael Brown's reach. But you can see just what sort of effect the conditions are having. Here's Veekins. Ashby leaving it to Adrian Pennock. Go to receives the ball well from Horlock. This is Edgehill.
City have got to get this little fella in the game a lot more. At the moment, that's only 6 minutes old, the second half. Hasn't seen much of the ball at all.
Brown looking to project one into the area. Looking for Crooks.
Butters again commanding back there, saying get out the way, my ball. And that's been the story. The high balls, Gillingham 3 have been superb dealing with them.
Brown to try and open up Gillingham again. Header out by Patterson this time, and it's a corner.
And the decibel level rises again. Up goes big Andy Morrison, far post. Can City deliver?
Horlock plays it short to Cook. Well, it was spinning awkwardly as they converged on Crooks to prevent him from getting a header in. Veekins was in there as well, causing a problem.
Yeah, it was a little dink ball near post. Veekins, for 1 minute, I thought had got a good head on it. In fact, it could have been Crooks that hit.
It's Terry Cook's corner this time, and Gota comes in.
Tell you what, Rob.
Cook gets it back into the danger area.
Just wondering there, Bob Taylor, I think it was. I think it was from Gota. Again, shouts of a handball. I don't think he knew too much about it.
And Smith here looking to get through. Well, it was the furthest Gillingham player forward.
Goalkeepers have to be so careful. This rain really is so greasy, the surface.
Manchester City's last 2 defeats have both come at home. The last time they lost on their travels was in London in the FA Cup at Wimbledon, way back in January. Cook. Wins the throw off Carlos Saba.
Definitely Parsons keeping a real close eye on little Terry Cook.
Cook. Gota. There's Brown. Edgehill. Now Horlock.
City definitely look a better side when they move the ball quickly. All this one-touch stuff is, they look to be smarter going forward. Quick one-touch stuff really has Gillingham rocking.
Brown.
He's had a couple of chances, hasn't he, to get the ball in, Michael Brown. Just a little bit disappointing. Great engine in this fella. Young player, up and down. But just disappointing, this big crowd with his final ball into the box.
And the attendance figure confirmed at 76,935, which is far and away a record for this division by some 13, nearly 14,000, and only just below the overall record for the playoffs, which was set by last year's First Division final. That was just over 77,500 for that epic Charlton-Sunderland match. Sure, Gillingham will be hoping that this is a hook for some of the supporters who are perhaps attending their first ever football match. Certainly will be a great launch pad for them if they were to get into the First Division. There's been plenty of endeavour within their ranks today.
I just think it's Southall there. If he can get forward, Tony Poulis. He swapped him round with Patterson. If he can get forward, produce the ball into the box. Taylor Asaba. Can they nick it for the Kent side?
And we are about to have the first substitution, and Mark Saunders is coming on to take the place of Galloway. Galloway will slot into a midfield role. Paul Smith has drifted over to the left. Galloway the man to make way. Smith who's breaking here, and it's Andy Hessenthaler, blocked by Crooks. Gota. Now Brown. Dickoff is wide to the right. Cook is waiting in the middle, so too is Horlock, so too is Gota. Patterson delaying the effects of the cross and then preventing him from getting it across.
And good defending again from Patterson, doing a stern job on this left-hand side.
Brown delivers this time, the flag's up. And having acknowledged it, the referee allows Gillingham to continue, and they could break here with Southall. Disappointing delivery across the field, but it's a cross-field ball that goes straight to Terry Cook. Dickoff. Here's Lee Crooks. Horlock beaten to it. Whitley, Brown, put out by Butters, and Smith looks to set Taylor straight on his way. Gap is plugged by Morrison. Whitley, Gota.
Dreams definitely opening up, Rob. Gillingham now feel when they get forward, they're getting bodies forward.
Any lapse of concentration, any error now could be vital. Carlos Saba bearing down on the City rear guard, but Cook tracking back well. Vikins just drawing a little sting out of the game.
Just looking up front for City, I'd like to see Gota do a little bit more. Dickov's worked his socks off along the line. Goulter maybe he's just looking for that little half chance to try and take. At the moment, he's got to get involved more.
The man who secured Manchester City their Wembley place with the goal against Wigan in the second leg of the semi-final. And their leading scorer this season, Sean Goulter. Well, the big match tomorrow, the First Division playoff final. It's Bolton against Watford, live on Sky Sports 2. Our coverage starts at 2 o'clock. Could possibly be the last First Division playoff final to be staged under the Twin Towers, although the Football League are hopeful that they may get another year of playoffs in here.
And the crowd's continuously go up and up. Why not? Not a towering header there from Ashby.
Smith challenge on Brown, leading to the award of a free kick.
Well, Ashby's having a go at Brown, saying, hey, come on, get up, nothing wrong with you. Well, it's not high, is it? But it's a free kick. He's worked very hard, as have all the Gillingham players this afternoon.
Orlock's free kick. Morrison is in the attack, but Goulter came in.
Certainly a chance from Goulter.
And Morrison was doing a strong job there holding off Guy Butters, and that suddenly allowed Goulter to free himself. But it's Hessenthaler now on the break. Taylor up to the right. Saunders has joined the attack too. Fell at an unfortunate moment, but recovers well, Hessenthaler, and wins the free kick off Whitney.
Well, I think Hessenthaler's done well because Bob Taylor was in support. Bob's not getting any real pace. He was just trying to create open. I think there was a free kick for Vikens here. I think that's a free kick. But Hessenthaler bounces up. But the second challenge, over he goes. And it's a dangerous situation now for City to defend. Taylor, big centre forward out of the box. He must fancy his chances here.
Well, he can hit them just past the hour. Taylor's the man.
That's probably his first effort on goal. He's worked hard, he's held the line. This time just trying to bend it with a bit of curl, pace, and that doesn't trouble Weaver.
Ladies and gentlemen, is a Division 2 playoff record.
Well, it looks like a double substitution here for Manchester City. Joe Royle there having words with Ian Bishop, and Tony Vaughan. Vaughan is to be deployed as well.
This is a brave move. This is a gamble.
Edgehill. Vikens. And Taylor climbed with his arm outstretched.
Yeah, looked a free kick from here. Well, double substitution. Joe Royle going for gold.
And Tony Vaughan, sure, will be delighted to get the chance to reappear here at Wembley. He's played here twice for the England schoolboys. Ian Bishop, as experienced as he is, making his debut on the prized Wembley turf.
And Vaughan will certainly give them a help in the aerial battles, either defensively or offensively, at free kicks and corners, whereas Bishop might just create a little bit more. I think Andy Morrison's struggling with his knee.
Well, he'd missed the last 3 games, Andy Morrison, so he's one of those going off. That's the introduction of Vaughan accounted for. And with Bishop now poised to come on. Plenty of discussion about the other player who's to be withdrawn, and it's going to be Michael Brown.
I think Michael Brown's worked really hard, Rob, but when he's had a chance to create in Gillingham's final third, he hasn't been splitting any defences with passes. I think Joe Royle needs a little bit more creativeness. Obviously disappointed.
Experienced man, Ian Bishop. He was 34 years of age yesterday. Can he celebrate his birthday a day late with a goal? And Vaughan with his first touch delivers a free kick on from Gota. First touch for Bishop. And this is Cook.
Good play again from Smith. This is what Gillingham are made of. You know, when your mate's in trouble, he's back there helping out, doubling up.
Horlock. There's Smith again, the Mr. Dependable of the Gillingham midfield. Crooks. Well, it's nail-biting time already, and there's still 25 minutes of this contest to go, and no major clues yet as to which way it is going to go.
Look at the faces. Realise one goal now, one slip, one bit of magic. Division 1.
There's Vaughan. Saunders. Here's Ashby. Saba's helped it on to Taylor. And he's found back towards Taylor, and Edgehill got himself in the way. The danger not over yet though for City. Southall gets it across. Oh, and Saunders came in with a flying header that took it across the face of goal.
Goodness me, what a good bit of play from Gillingham. Suddenly Edgehill had done great defensive work. Edgehill, he doesn't clear it properly, but look at this. Launches himself at the ball. And he makes a good contact here. That hits the back of the net. Saunders, diving header, a little bit more on it. Surely Weaver could have done nothing. Pull us off his seat. And in the end, it's well wide. Gillingham fans, glorious chance.
Saba here looking to get through. It's Vaughan who's come back to make the tackle, and it's a successful tackle. Vikins. Edgehill. Pennick lets it run.
Now suddenly Gillingham just upping the tempo. Just feel they're getting a little bit more braver, Gillingham, now on their break.
There is just something about these openings that are occurring that makes you start to believe we may not need extra time. Bishop. Crooks. Gota. Dickoff. Now Cook. Horlock has gone to the edge of the box. Wanted it played round. Didn't quite get it right. Pennick was there.
Yeah, look at the blue shucks all around City players.
Taylor just losing out to Crooks. And it's Whitley who's picked up the loose pieces. It's a good run from him.
Yeah, good refereeing as well, because Whitley was caught with Taylor. It was from behind. Taylor's in trouble. Tried to play advantage, Mark Halves, to the referee. Whitley was on his way, but here's that's a foul. Look, it's a clear trip, but Whitley keeps going. The referee says, go on then, how far can you go? Now Taylor's going to get the yellow.
It's taken the 68th minute to get the second yellow card of the match, having booked Adrian Pennick so early in the game. Referee Mark Halsey now shows the yellow card to Robert Taylor. Again, it would be ambitious to have a shot from here for Cook or Horlock.
I think Horlock and his left foot might fancy one. Well, they've got two options, haven't they? It's almost central, this position. They're looking at each other. I think Horlock's going to whip one with his left.
Horlock's left it. Cook tries to curl it. It comes off the wall.
Well, Cook just give a little nod there saying go on there, but that was obviously to run over the ball. The City fans now really urging their side on.
City attacking the end in this second half where their fans are gathered. Vaughan has come forward. Cleared by Butters after a little spell of pinball. Back in from Bishop.
That's a great header again. It's Ashby. How many times has he cleared the ball with his head today? Superb. Diving. Couldn't take any chances.
Quick corner, Bishop. Delivery from Horlock's a good one.
Free kick given.
Vaughan applying pressure that was a little too rigorous.
Saunders a moment ago at one end, and at the other end coming to the rescue. But Vaughan does pose a threat in the air. Sometimes goes to the near post flick-ons at corners and set pieces. But great noise here. Both sets of fans are really urging their side on.
Manchester City lifted by that bout of action. Gillingham supporters issue the rallying call. They've had their moments too in this second half. That Saunders header notably. Taylor's layoff for Saba. It's gone beyond Crooks and it's Smith who's come through. Carla Saba, Bishop gets it back.
This is so even, Stephen, I think. Saba, we know he's got quick feet, curls them in. Smith doing well, driving forward again, linking up with him.
And it's laid off to Smith. Oh, and Weaver just holds on.
But I tell you what, Weaver, it was hit so early that Weaver didn't have a chance to react. Smith suddenly says, go on, have a bit of this, whacks it. First time. And Weaver's a little bit lucky, trying to squirm under his body. But sometimes goalkeepers make their luck, and I rate this young keeper. Unlucky from Smith.
Well, Peter Taylor clearly rates him as well. He's in the current England under-21 squad to face Sweden and Bulgaria is Nicky Weaver. There was the potential for an horrific moment for him there, but he got enough behind it from the initial save to prevent it from trickling over the line.
See from his face that is what he's thinking. Oh, keep on your toes, Nicky.
Southall crosses in towards Taylor or Asaba. It's Beacons who gets it clear.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've seen some real brave defending this afternoon. Beacon, super header.
Vaughan lets it go, and it's Taylor who's stolen in. The angle's difficult.
Well, he's unlucky there, Taylor. There's no way he could go for goal. The angle was acute. Just trying to help it back into the box.
Whitley. Well, both teams are staying positive, looking to settle it before the need for extra time.
Well, Joe Ross played his trump cards. He said, go on then. Double substitution 10 minutes ago. And he knows this is knife-edge stuff.
Both of them staying on their seats. Wembley not the best place for a manager. They are a bit distant from the action, can't get their messages across too clearly.
There's no way the players can hear them either with this noise. Jam-packed, capacity crowd. Nationwide, they must be delighted the way the playoffs are going.
Edgehill with the throw. Edgehill's cross. Bishop. Beacons to Vaughan. Against Edgehill for the challenge on Southall.
I think Tony Pulis, the change at half-time certainly worked, because we haven't seen Edgehill get forward and we haven't seen too much of Terry Cook either, so the switching round of Southall and Patterson I think has worked for him.
There's been quite a revolution since Tony Pulis took over at Priestfield. He's built 3 different teams. It's not entirely been a bed of roses for them this season. There have been 1 or 2 tensions well aired between Pulis and his chairman Paul Scally. Both singing from the same hymn sheet today, though, in their desperation to reach the First Division. Saunders. Southall wins the throw.
just feel, Rob, a goal now. Goodness me, is there any way back?
Saunders. Well, City had plenty of players back. There were appeals there. Horlock had emerged with it.
The linesman, I think, was in a great position as well. Now he's got his flag up for offside. But no way was the penalty decision. The linesman's flag stayed down. He had the better view. No penalty. Saunders definitely gets the ball, but I don't think there's any contact. Good decision.
Now from Taylor to Hessenthaler, led by Vikins. Horlock, tackled by Southall. Edgehill. Looking for Dickoff. Well, Gillingham deal with the corner. Hessenthaler. Asaba to Taylor. The game really is opening up now, and it could still go either way. How costly will Gota's miss be? Taylor has Smith in support. Got torn between two stools in having a go himself or feeding Smith.
Yeah, I think he took the wrong option, to be honest, Robert Taylor. On his right foot, it's a couple of yards wide in the end. He's had it, to be fair to him, he's had a look for support. He just thinks, go on then, feel for that far post. Weaver makes it look closer by diving, but a good 2 yards wide. End-to-end stuff.
Well, the chances are plentiful, but you wonder if Manchester City will be left to count the cost of that effort from Gota that hit the post. Here's Ian Bishop. Dickoff looking to hit one on the turn, and it's Pennock who blocks it for the corner.
Surely a goal must come from either of these sides. Throwing everything at it now.
13 minutes to go of Manchester City's 13th visit to Wembley, and a corner kick taken by Terry Cook.
That's going to be another one, I think. Pennock just getting his blonde head in the way.
Cook staying in the area behind Dickoff. Asaba, though, is watching him closely.
Yeah, Vaughan near post, looking for a little flick. Cook's screaming at someone there, saying it was a good ball in, but for me that was always the keeper's ball.
Edgehill missing his header. Weaver clears, but straight to Taylor, and the goal is unguarded!
Oh, Robert Taylor. Weaver has kicked well all afternoon. One bad clearance, and he knows it. And Taylor had a golden opportunity. Absolutely stranded outside his box. Taylor's touch is good, he just rushes it. What a chance.
And surely this game is going to be settled in the 90 minutes. It's frantic stuff at the moment. Whitley's header on. Butters gets it clear, and it's Dickoff who's through this time, and right across with Horlock and Gota, unable to provide a finishing touch.
That's unlucky, isn't it? Horlock flying in at the far post. Dickoff, his touch was good. Suddenly feels there's an opening. Great first touch, drives it across the 6-yard line. Horlock needed another yard of pace.
Well, we're going to have to get the cardiac units on standby for the management teams and the fans, I think, the way it's going at the moment. Taylor.
Taylor flattened Edgehill. Big Robert Taylor must be thinking, could have won it. It wasn't an easy chance, but his first touch gave him a great opportunity. Just couldn't hit the target, an empty target.
Saunders, Ashby, Pennock and Taylor all close together. Immaculate handling by Weaver and good positive thinking as well to set Cook away straight away.
Hand over the crossbar.
And it's Cook again this time, cleared by Pennock. And Hessenthaler beaten to it by Edgehill, and there's a bit of a scuffle after that.
Yeah. Well, the referee's saying go on advantage.
Cook delivers this time. Pennock, who's having to get through a lot of work to clear those dangerous crosses. And here's Ian Bishop. Horlock lets it run. Good defending by Saunders. Bob Taylor. Edgehill. Now Tony Ball. Given away to Southall.
I think Hessenthaler was a little bit lucky, a little bit fortunate early on because he dived in, does the run, and he sent Kent into ecstasy. Surely now, Gillingham, and the ball goes low. Oh, what a great strike from Carlos Saber.
Would you believe it? Certainly the Manchester City fans can't. The tears already welling, and yet there is still time to pull themselves back into it. But what has Carlos Saber's goal done to their morale?
Tell you what, Rob, it was good play because he played the ball up to Smith. He didn't stand in mind on it. He got forward, got the return, and a good finish.
Well, the flags are waving at the Gillingham end. Their team has shown itself capable of defending a lead, and it's a lead that Carlos Saber has established for them.
Right foot, Weaver, just the pace of it. It's almost a toe poke, and Pulis must think now, get in, here we go. 8 minutes remaining, and a Saber's goal.
Taylor! Oh, it could have got better, but that one's wide.
Well, claiming a corner, looking at the linesman, and Weaver now in a rush to get the ball. Time running out for City. City fans stunned, almost stunned for a second time. Taylor, right foot, great save from the keeper. In off the post, and surely that was a corner.
Save clearly unseen as it was the goal kick that was given. But Carlos Saber's goal so late in the game, possibly a fatal blow to Manchester City. Gota. They have to find a way through somehow. Can Crooks deliver for them? In comes Richard Edgehill. Dick off! Oh, saved by the feet of the goalkeeper.
Well, unbelievable. Dick off the bit of save. Wow, foiled by his best man. What a game Bartram's had.
And Saber here is onside, but not too keen to rush things. Nothing gung-ho from Gillingham at this stage of the game.
City fans all around the stadium, at home. How tough does this get?
Well, they were inches away from scoring when Gota hit the post. Now Dickoff has been thwarted by his great friend Vince Bartram. And it's Gillingham who are poised to join the ranks of the First Division. Asaba. Patterson. Smith. Patterson again. Asaba here looking to get away from Crooks, but it's proving a real struggle for him.
Wow, what a save this is. Look, Dickoff, 8 yards. Somehow, Bartram chucks out his right leg.
Paul Dickoff's best man at that moment, the worst man in his life.
Oh, what a game for this keeper. A bit fortune earlier, Gota hitting the post. And good saves first half, but surely the save from Horlock first half was brilliant, but this save from Dickoff for me was fantastic. That old fella's hurting. Side foot, almost just dreaming of an equaliser, and his pal's right foot comes to the rescue of Gillingham.
It's caution to the wind time now. Lee Crooks is off. They're bringing on another striker, Gareth Taylor, who's twice suffered disappointments in playoff finals before with Sheffield United and with Bristol Rovers, now comes on, hoping for a dream impact.
Greasy turf, and Tony Pulis knows, now we're safe. Surely that is it. And well, the Gillingham fans go crazy. And at the other end, it's a mass exodus.
Robert Taylor, goal number 21 of the season. And the door to the First Division now wide open. 2 goals in 5 minutes, 2 goals in 3 now required by Manchester City to take this match into extra time. But a sign of just how Gillingham plan to shut up shop now is the fact that they've made a change. They've taken Carlos Saba off and they've brought on a defender, Darren Carr, in his place as they look to hold on to what they have. It will take a superhuman effort now from Manchester City to turn this one around. They came so far with a late run, but it looks as though they've fallen at the final hurdle.
It's been a long journey back home, up the M6. Unbelievable. Heartbreaking, really. One off the post, the Dickov miss, and suddenly 2-0 down. And the thoughts of a return to Division 1 quickly disappear, but not at this end. Party time in Kent tonight.
Well, they came perhaps with low expectations, although Tony Pulis said in the build-up to the game that Manchester City were the favourites to everyone outside the county of Kent. But it's the old Brentford combination that has done the trick for Tony Pulis and his Gillingham team. In fact, all 4 of the ex-Brentford players have played their part in this match. Barry Ashby getting away with the early handball, Paul Smith setting up the first goal for Carlos Saba, and a Saba and Taylor combining to get the second.
It's just a continuous noise away to our left. Gillingham fans, what a dream.
Well, Vince Bartram made a crucial save at a key point in the game from Paul Dickov, and he is the nationwide man of the match.
Just time left.
Well, there'll be some anxious eyes now cast towards the amount of stoppage time that's to be added on to see if Manchester City do have any genuine hope of producing another cliffhanger. There are 5 minutes of stoppage time to be added. Would you believe it? I remember in last year's final, I think there was something like 7 added on in the Grimsby match. Here's Bishop. Well, they knew it was going to have to be a superhuman effort, similar to the one that Manchester United produced in Barcelona. Now can
here we go, we're out, let's go home. A lot of them stayed behind, and suddenly just praying. And what a joy it must be when they see another 5 minutes, well, 4 now, remaining in this match.
Well, referee Mark Halsey has had to intervene into a bit of a late skirmish. Gareth Taylor, the player against whom action is to be taken.
Well, what a last 10-12 minutes we've had here. It's a smashing game, even at 0-0 it was a cracker. But suddenly now, 4 minutes remaining. Can Taylor, the sub, just been booked, can he come on and somehow snatch an equaliser?
Well, Manchester City, through their recent history, have never done things the easy way, and they're giving us another cliffhanger here. But are their ambitions to get back in the First Division to be postponed for another year, or can they somehow find an equaliser? And then you'd think the advantage would swing in their direction for extra time. Bishop feeds Cook.
Oh, what a chance to get a delivery in. 5 City players in the box, and Terry Cook with time on his right foot, just trying to clip it in. Batram's hand goes up, that'll do, he says. Disappointment for Cook. And the whistles cry out from the Gillingham fans.
Edgehill. Fouled Southall. And it has to be said that there are a lot of second division clubs who'll be quite happy to see Manchester City stay in the division with the crowd potential that they take to away venues.
Well, Gillingham have plans to refurbish their ground. Boy, it looks like they're going to have to now. No rush now from Gillingham. Anywhere will do. Less than 2 minutes remaining.
Well, they've just called the receivers before the appointment of Tony Pulis. Gillingham were a club flat broke. But what a recovery his appointment has sparked.
Weaver scurrying about now. I don't think he had any chance for the first goal.
It's in the second division, but you've got to say that the pendulum surely swings towards them now. Paul Dickoff's 15th goal of the season, and suddenly they're not counting the cost of the one that was saved anymore, or the one from Gota that hit the post. The concern is with Gillingham, who took off their recognised goal scorer in Carlos Saba and brought Darren Carr on in a bid to defend the lead they'd established, and now they need another goal from somewhere.
Wow, Gillingham now have to concentrate tight, don't they? Now they must concentrate, Gillingham. There must be huge disappointment. Look at the fans' faces. Now they've got to raise themselves as well. Raise their team. And Tony Pulis can't believe it.
It was the nightmare scenario for Tony Pulis as soon as Kevin Horlock struck one back. I'm sure he will be unhappy at the 5 minutes time that was added on, but Manchester City so grateful, and grateful to the finishing prowess of Dickoff. I'm sure they're asking Mark Halsey where all the extra time came from at the end, but 5 minutes it was, and in that time Joe Royle's team staged the fight back that Alec Ferguson would have been proud of. An outstanding comeback that takes an outstanding second division playoff final into extra time.